Hi, I'm Frank, the low-carb cocktail guy. Now, a while back I put a poll out, what did y'all want to see? And creme de banana won for sure, so we made that a couple videos ago. One of the things I was looking forward to was spiced rum, and that came in second. Since I made the creme de banana, now we're going with a keto-friendly, zero-carb spiced rum. Spiced rum it has its place. It has its place. A few cocktails call for spiced rum. It's really great in a rum and coke. So if you're just looking for something different to drink a little bit on ice, it's good there too. It's not everybody's jam, and for mine, it's going to be on certain occasions, certain situations that I'm going to want spiced rum. This is going to be a substitute for something like Captain Morgan's or Sailor Jerry's, but with no sugar. So let's go ahead and do this. This recipe is adapted by one in Smuggler's Cove, and that is going to be on page 193 in the Smuggler's Cove book. Smuggler's Cove's House Spiced Rum. Now, I've made it per this recipe exactly, and it was really good. Then I made it again with a few tweaks, kind of fit my palate a little bit better, and maybe it'll work for you too. I'm gonna go over the original recipe with you, and then tell you about the changes that I made to kind of personalize it to my own taste. So first thing you need is a big ass jar. In said big ass jar, we're gonna go with, so we're gonna get to the liquor last. So we're gonna start with 2 slices of unpeeled ginger. So with this is one of my variations. I like ginger. So I used 3 slices in mine. Now, if you don't want it like the ginger power to kind of stand out a little bit, keep it at 2. But for me, I went 3. So next we're gonna go with 10 whole black peppercorns. Is that the peppercorns? Yes, peppercorns. 10 whole black peppercorns. And next we can do a 1/4 teaspoon of fresh ground nutmeg. Let me get my grater and my nutmeg. Whew, I need to get some more nutmeg. I'm down to 2. So just to keep everything a little bit tidy, I'll just go ahead, I'll put my teaspoon or my 1/4 teaspoon over a little dish to catch any extra. This way I know I'm getting the full 1/4. Or that's really not working like I thought it would. So we're just gonna ground a whole shit ton of it in this little dish, and then we're gonna go in here and get a 1/4 teaspoon out of it. There, and it's close enough. Nutmeg's always yummy. Next, we're gonna go with 6 whole cloves and 1 8-inch cinnamon stick. This is another variation I had. My cinnamon sticks are 6 inches, and I do like my cinnamon flavor a little bit more, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop 2 of those in. So 2 6-inch cinnamon sticks. Recipe calls for 1 8-inch. You do you, boo. How you like your cinnamon, just go ahead and do that. Next, we're gonna do 6 allspice berries. Now this is, get that sticker off. It says a 1.5 inch wide by 5 inches orange peel with as little pith as possible. And that's about 1, and I'm gonna, here again, where I'm changing it, I'm gonna do another one half that size. And next is gonna be a vanilla bean. This shit's expensive. Again, it says use an 8-inch vanilla bean. Walmart didn't have them that big, so they're 6 inches. So, but I really, really like vanilla, so we're going with 2 6-inch vanilla beans. Now with your vanilla beans, you wanna make sure you slice them open, so all the vanilla pods and everything are on the inside of this. So if you don't do this, you're really not gonna get any of the vanilla flavor that you're looking for in fresh vanilla. Let's not take a finger off. There we go, just open that up. Yeah, we're good, so that'll work. And for the second one, God, I love that smell of vanilla. Love the smell of fresh vanilla. Then we're just gonna slice it open all the way lengthwise. So those vanilla beans on the inside get a lot of that alcohol. So this is where the next thing comes in, your rum. Your choice of rum, do you. I've put out there on one of the rum groups I'm part of about which rum is good to use. It says use age blended rum. And I wanted something that still had those rum characteristics, but wasn't so overpowering that it took away from the spice rum that I'm trying to get. So I'm going with Crucian dark, aged dark rum. It's aged 2 to 4 years. And yes, I put it in another bottle just to get my 750 milliliter measurements, because it says 2 750 milliliter bottles, and a handle is actually more than that. So, one, now, several people had mentioned maybe using something Dorley's that you can get from Total Wines. I still think Dorley's has a really nice flavor, and I like to drink that neat or on the rocks. So I was just with something a little bit more milder. And I've only had one daiquiri right now. That's all I've really had. So, in a second bottle. And the last thing is the sweetener. It says use 1/3 of a Demerara simple syrup. That's where we change things, because we're the low carb cocktail guy, not the high carb cocktail guy. So 1/3 cup of our new and improved simple syrup, the top secret recipe. And if you haven't seen that video, go check that out. So that's it. Now, when I did this, I do have a little bit of a sweet tooth. So I ended up adding a little bit more simple syrup at the end last time I made this. So, but I did use a different rum. So we're gonna see how this comes out in a couple of days. So we're gonna go ahead and cap this off, shake everything up, and leave it in a cool, dark place for a couple of days. It's probably gonna be couple days. I think it says 3 days, stirring it once daily. So in a half-gallon jar, combine the rum, vanilla beans, scrape the seeds in the pod. I just dropped the whole thing in there because it's a hell of a lot easier than scraping it all. It's all gonna blend anyway. Orange peel, allspice, trim, cinnamon stick, cloves, nutmeg, peppercorn, ginger, seal, airtight jar. Blah, 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 blah. And it says to add the simple syrup afterwards. And I find a lot of times when I do that, it'll pick up a little bit of cloudiness. So it's not hurting anything by being there to begin with. I'll say that. So it's fine. It's fine. So it says 72 hours. So we're going to come back in a couple of days, taste it, see if we need to adjust any sweetener to it, and that'll be it. Now this does make a lot. It makes 2 bottles. We're going to come back in 3 days, see how this tastes, and maybe bottle up a few bottles for some friends. All right, and we're back. Like I said, you let this sit for about 3 or 4 days or so, but in my case, adulting happened and that sucked, and we're a week and a half later. So let's go ahead, open this up, see what we got, and if we need to make any adjustments. So really strong on the cinnamon and the clove. Nice spices, it's well-rounded. Let's see, let's get a little bitty tasty taste. So, and let's say, get yourself a sample before you pour this out, because if you have to make any adjustments, you want to go ahead and do that in that original vessel. So, cinnamon's there, like I said. There's some clove, got that. Some of the nutmeg. I'm catching all the flavors. What I'm missing though is the vanilla. And it may be because I didn't scrape the vanilla bean and I just left it open. That might be the case. I don't know. I didn't have the lack of vanilla last time I made it, and I did the same thing. So what I think I'm gonna do is we're gonna add a touch of vanilla extract just to bring out some vanilla notes. So let's start off with a, what's my small, 1/4 teaspoon. So we're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And honestly, it could be a little bit sweeter. Now, this is fine like it is. But if you want it to be more like a Captain Morgan's or something like that, you might want to go ahead and add a little extra sweetener. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of some vanilla extract. Let's kind of incorporate that a little bit. Squishy, swishy around, and let's go and get another taste. Yeah. For me, that's all it needed. It just needs something just to enhance the vanilla that was already in there. So I would not add a whole lot more vanilla extract than that. Like I said, it does feel like it needs a little bit more sweetener. Let me see here. I have somewhere some Captain, I don't know, this is Sailor Jerry spiced rum. And let's see. I don't get much of a nose at all on it. Let's see here. Let's try a little sample of this for comparison purposes. Yeah, this is a lot sweeter. But I just get sweet and vanilla. That's all I'm really getting from this. Yeah, we're gonna add a little bit more allulose. And I'm gonna start with maybe 2 tablespoons. So we got 1, another 2 of RX sugar. And that's the good thing about RX sugar, is it dissolves really, really fast. I use this in my coffee and in my tea. So yeah, let's try this now. Yeah, there it is. I think that was it. So we added an extra 2 tablespoons of our RX sugar. We added an extra 1/4 teaspoon of our vanilla extract. So let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. And so the way I do it, do it your way. And from this point, I make things very difficult in my life for some reason, I don't know. So I'm gonna pour this into here. And then, because that way it's easier to get all the cinnamon and the ginger and pieces out of this than in here. My hand won't fit. So I'm gonna pour all this in this container. And that left, there you go. I got a lot of the clove and the allspice, cinnamon sticks, and all that. That all kind of just stayed in here, so that's kind of cool. Made life a little bit easier. So from here, I'm gonna grab a couple the more solid pieces out. Here's a piece of the ginger. And a floaty bit of something. There might have been orange peel. Now from here, this is where I tend to make things a little bit more difficult for myself than I really need to. Try to pour it out of here into here with the funnel without spilling it. We'll see. So, and like I said, we made 2 bottles of it, but I only got 1 empty bottle. I have to like drink more rum to get another bottle. I don't know, we'll see how that works. So we're gonna go ahead and pour this in here. Hopefully I don't knock everything the fuck over. Whoop, and I told you I make things more difficult than I need to. We're going to. Forgot that. Fine strain it. That's what makes it difficult. Holding this is too high. If I do this down here, a little bit better. I just gotta make sure I'm watching it. Now, in all honesty, I don't do a lot of spice rum. If I do, it's just for rum and coke, and that is it. So when you do this, get yourself a bunch of little small little bottles from Dollar Tree, bottle it all up and give it all out to your friends. You'll get new best friends that way. So let's go ahead a little bit more. Let's fill this up. Whoop. Yep, told you, make life more difficult than I need to. Strain it even more than that. You could run it through some cheesecloth. That'll work too. But I'm okay with it like it is. I have no problem with anything that may or may not be floating around, any solids or anything like that. Shake it up before you drink it. and you're good to go. And there you have keto-friendly zero-carb spiced rum, and it's spicy. The allspice plus the ginger, definitely getting the spice from that. The cinnamon kind of stands above all that, so it's not really bad. It's not like it's over spicy or nothing like that, but you definitely get some of the spice that you would expect from a ginger and from an allspice. A little bit of the clove is faint in there. The orange is really, really, really faint. If you want more orange flavor in it, put the peels of a whole orange in there. That's fine too. The good thing about this recipe is you can make it your way, kind of like Burger King. Have it your way. So, I don't know, see what you want to do. You want to add more orange? You want to add, I don't know, add some lime peels. That might work out. I don't know. So, whatever you want to do with your spice rum, play with your spice rum to make it your recipe. This is just a base, just a guideline, and from here on out, just fiddle around with it. In all honesty, this may have been toned down a little bit more if I would have just stopped at 3 days without adulting. I mean, we take a week and a half. So we got our zero carb, keto-friendly spiced rum. Captain Morgan, Jerry Sailor, kicking to the curb! Because we got our own now. We don't need them. We don't need the sugar added to our spiced rum because we got a yummy, yummy one right here. Hey guys, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day, because after a rum and coke for 3, I'll be having a good day too. See you later.